So the way that my husband and I joined the industry, and Tin Drum in particular, was actually as franchisees. So we have quite a colorful story. We were very fascinated by the restaurant industry in general. And when we came across Tin Drum, we were just in love with the product and the brand. And we decided that if there was something that we wanted to do, what's the next new cool thing, we wanted to be a part of Tin Drum. So that's how we joined Tin Drum about 5 years ago as franchisees. And Altaf and I, we actually come from generations of entrepreneurs. And so we've grown up around, parents, grandparents who were always, looking for new business ventures, and really, that's what they did. And so when we saw Tin Drum, we knew we wanted to do it, and it was our way to enter the restaurant industry. And then franchising in particular is, there's nothing more beautiful than seeing other people receive the same opportunity that Altaf and I did, and not having much restaurant background. So really, day in and day out, when I see our franchisees, I see an Altaf and Amisha in them, because we went through that same journey. We had a huge learning curve. We had to, soak it all in. And so that's really why we're so passionate for franchising, is because, wow, we can give the same experience and the same opportunity to others, and, provide the tools and support to do so. So I love the restaurant industry because food is just a way to bring people together. So remember that we, in fact, are not just serving American food. We're serving food that's, for a niche. It's a niche market, essentially. Ethnic food in particular is a little bit more exciting because we feel that it bridges ethnic gaps. So how can we use a variety of foods and flavors from parts of Asia to expose people to this culture? So really, it's about making a more culturally aware America and bridging ethnic gaps. And so that's why the restaurant industry just is incredibly exciting. It's because food has its own language. It speaks to people, and we feel that our food is hopefully educating people about cultures that are outside of America. So, in order to be a quote unquote good franchisee, or to be the right fit, I think you just really have to be relentless. There is no particular type, there is no particular style. There isn't a formula, but there is a common trait. The ones that are successful are the ones that were relentless. They wanted to learn, they wanted to expose themselves to a new way of cooking. They wanted to expose themselves to, a brand that is quite unique. So it's really about, soaking it in like a sponge. So the ones that are successful are the ones that are relentless. They don't necessarily need to come from, generations of family members who own restaurants. They don't need to have their own restaurant empire to be able to get into Tin Drum. So I think that the commonality is just being relentless, and it'll get them from, for example, my husband and I, going from a franchisee to becoming a franchisor. So that's where it'll take you. Yeah, so I think the industry in general has come back pretty strong from the pandemic. Unfortunately, a lot of small businesses did close. A lot of locally owned restaurants did close. I will say that we are very thankful for the support that we've received from the community, and quite fortunate because we did make it through the pandemic, and we actually came out strong to where, a lot of our restaurants are doing better than they ever did before. Our strategy has had to evolve a lot in making sure that our customers are, aware of us and our product. We're more fortunate because our product just travels really well. So through the pandemic, our off-premise dining sales did go up. Our marketing department really had to have this customer-centric approach where we were continuously evolving. There wasn't, a day where we weren't learning something new, and we had to react very quickly. And so I think that helped us get through the pandemic. And I think the restaurant industry in general is in a better position, obviously a way better position today than it was in early 2020. Yeah, so I'll talk about the franchising industry in particular. Some challenges that currently I would say are out there are the fact that some brands that are great, right? They're serving an amazing product and they stand for, so much more than just food. Unfortunately, the common man cannot become a part of. And I'll put some names out there. We love Starbucks, we love Chick-fil-A. They serve an amazing product. However, is there equal opportunity to become an owner-operator of a Starbucks or a Chick-fil-A? It's very, very, very difficult. So what Tin Drum believes in is giving that equal opportunity to anyone who is relentless and really wants to be a part of the brand. So, it really goes back to our vision, which is we believe that all walks of life should be valued as equal. And to provide that equal opportunity is a very, very important thing to us. And giving people the ability to enter the restaurant industry without having any experience, receive the tools and support to become a part of their favorite brand just means so much to us. So I hope that challenge can, be overcome over the years, and more brands that serve an amazing product, provide that equal opportunity for the common man to just come in and say, hey, I will work so hard and I just really want to be a part of this brand. And that would be beautiful. That would be a perfect world. So the advice that I give to the young ones is do not give up. And I know we hear it a lot, that don't give up, give it your best and you'll make it. But it actually is very, very true. But only in the case if you are happy. So you should be able to wake up every morning and just be so excited for what you are doing. So this comes from someone who has gone through that journey. I used to be a critical care nurse. And within a few years, I knew that this wasn't for me. Now, let me tell you, I was the kind that wanted my doctorate and I had all these plans that I had made, but I learned very quickly that it wasn't for me. And I should have known better because I do come from a family of entrepreneurs, and really those roots do run deep. So I learned very quickly that this wasn't for me, and I had to act rapidly in switching what I was doing. And thankfully, we found Tin Drum, and I am just so happy in what I do every single day. So if you are happy in whatever position, whatever role you're serving, whether you are an entrepreneur or you are someone who has a C-level position in a company, or you're just a cashier somewhere, it all just comes down to that. You have to be happy and everything will follow. The success will follow. The growth will follow. As long as you are happy with what you're doing, you will be very successful. I assure you.